Hi guys, what's good? My name is Timini Egbuson, sometimes known as Bad Boy T, sometimes known as Best Actor in Africa, but on this set, let me get into character. I am playing the character of Essien. The movie Napped is a fantastic short story that I fell in love with the minute I read it. I fell in love with it for a number of reasons. Number one, the story, you know, it's a conversational story that will basically bring conversations to the dining tables, to the bar tables, and to the WhatsApp groups. And I like to be a part of that because those kind of things are social experiments that let you either teach people or correct people. So for that reason, I was very excited.
Hi, my name is Wande Thomas. I'm the director, writer, and producer of the short film Napped from Urban Giddy Showtime Studios.
I go by the name of Bali and I'm playing the role of Inspector John in the short film called Knapped.
Hello, my name is Teniola Aladese and I play the character Onome in Napped.
Napped is a short film that deals with different themes. The primary one, which is relationships and the complexities that kind of ensue in like young marriages. I'm not married personally, but it's something that has always interested me, how people fall in and fall out of love. I think there's been a lot of conversations and film addressing falling in love, so I thought it would be cool to talk about falling out of love.
Napped is a film about a young couple whose child gets kidnapped. And the main drama doesn't really happen with the kidnap. It mostly happens with the couple itself, where we realize that there's some secrets brewing between the two of them, and the secrets kind of unravel through the process of trying to get their child back.
It also encompasses themes of kidnapping, themes of policing in Nigeria, themes of domestic help and the relationships we have with them, and just the inefficiency of certain systems as well. So I tried to touch on a lot of societal issues in one tiny package.
It was interesting getting into Onome's head, both as a wife and a mother that's going through postpartum depression, and the effects that could have on her marriage. A lot of people are very unaware of what postpartum depression is. And so it was very interesting getting into her head and it was almost frustrating getting into her head actually.
The lead roles in this film are Timini Egbuson and Teniola. I first worked with Teniola Aladese on Lara of Lagos, and she literally blew all of us away on the set. And I kind of wrote this role with her in mind. Very emotive, very connected, well-researched actor, and I look forward to seeing her like take over.
I enjoyed playing the character on Ome. This is my second time playing alongside Timini, and it's always fun. It's always, number one, it's always fun and vibes, but it's also very, very intense when we get together and play alongside each other. So I'm very glad that we were cast alongside each other on this. And I liked the little boy who played my son very much. So he's very smart. He's a very smart kid.
It was a very different character for me to play because this guy didn't emote at all. I mean, when you watch it, you would understand, but like he was very internal. But in reality, I'm more of like an expressive person. So it was very, very kind of like, I feel like that was where the little hard work was. And shout out to Wande, my director, that always made me put me back in check when I was trying to go out of the box. I really identify with him. I feel like he is basically showing a side of masculinity, a side of men, a side of suffering that like guys go through.
Timini is one that has been in the movie space for a long time. He's a very good friend of mine, my brother, and basically he featured in the very first production, very first thing I had in this industry. And we've been friends ever since. I know a lot of people were skeptical when I picked him for the role because obviously his personality is more outgoing and all of that, and it's not typical to the roles he plays, but I think he's one of the best actors in Africa, and he proved it on this with his range, and which is one of the aims of casting him for this role. So yeah, I'm super excited for you guys to see the performances of Teniola and Timini in this.
You didn't allow this boy to go out alone. What kind of mother are you? You kept on calling me up and now you're telling me rubbish. Who are you? Who are you?
A lot of guys are suffering in their relationships. A lot of guys are not happy in their marriages. A lot of times it's financial. Sometimes it's sexual, performance-based. That's not my story, you know. But like, obviously, I'm happy. I'm happy that like I was able to use my voice to bring this to light.
We also had Bali, we also had Chisom Ogbu, as well as Kolade and Nonso, and they brought different dynamics to the characters.
Initially, when we start, we kind of think that Mr. Essien is the shady guy. But then through the process of, trying to get their child back and trying to talk to the DPO, who is me, we kind of find out that the wife, who is Onome, actually has some hidden secrets.
When one day told me that like I was going to be doing this with Tenny, it was already like a thing that I was sold on, that, and I mean, she was fantastic. And then the third reason is one day is my boy, I think I was in his first project that he ever did in Nigeria. I've been supporting him since day one, and he's also been supporting me. So when he told me he wanted to do this short film, I was like, I needed to make myself available for him. So for those three different reasons, I feel like Knapped is definitely one of those right choices that I've made in 2021.
Sawande, I like to call him Sawande. Yeah, so Wande has been in the game for quite a long time. He's written quite a lot, not just films. He's been in films, he's done music videos, he's done a lot of things. And obviously when he called me for, his latest short film, I couldn't say no because obviously it's Wande. So yeah, Wande is a great writer, he's a great director, great producer. And yeah, he always comes through with his stories, man. His stories are always dope. So this is definitely one of them that you need to check out. No doubt, you definitely just need to check out Knapped.
This is my second time working with Wande as him being producer and director, and he's one to look out for. I enjoy working with him because he cares about what you think about the character. He gives you the freedom to play the character the way you want to play, but also giving his own direction to guide you. But yeah, it was very much fun playing this, and I can't wait for everybody to see it.
I worked with Femi Taufik as a cinematographer on this project, and one of the things that we established while writing and conceptualizing the film was to make sure that there was very like an unease every time we saw Essien and Onome on screen. So we tried to achieve that by doing, some of the score being very eerie and uncomfortable. Some of the camera movements were intentionally, a bit jerky to give that uncomfortability that both of them feel when they're in each other's presence. Another thing we tried to do with the film was do like a separation. So if you watch the entire film, the husband and wife, Onome and Essien, never touched, never broke a physical barrier, even when arguing, until the very last scene where they hold hands. And that was intentional to show that these people were not on the same page, and it took the disappearance of their son to even give them a semblance of having a very deep conversation for the first time in a lot of years. Also, the last scene, people have talked a lot about that, and I think that was very crucial. Chisom had very limited, speaking roles in this, but we tried to make her more of a deliver a physical performance, which she did convincingly, and I think that stare was pretty eerie as well.
Shout out to Oba and Gidi. I love all the work that they've been doing. I love the effort that they put into the game, the professionalism that they try to achieve. I respect that. And with people like that, Oba and Gidi, Wande, and everybody else in the game, I feel like Nollywood is definitely in a good space for the future.
It's a story about falling out of love, but it's also juxtaposed with This story of two people in love and desperate to do anything to make it work, and that is Baturi and Nkiru. I want you guys to watch Napped. I'd like you to comment, share it, and let us know what you think about it. And yeah, thank you.
When you guys watch it, please make sure you flood the comments. Please make sure that you share so that all this good work that we've put into this project will not go in vain. Thank you guys so much for watching, Timini. Thank you guys so much for fucking with the bad boy T. You know the fucking vibes. Get me lit. Are they dumb? Stop playing, boy. Cut this shit. Dumb. Why?
For what? You beat him.
Yeah, shit. You already know. Eyes always on me. I'm the baddest. Stop playing, boy. Let's shoot, though. I've been here since. What's going on?
For where? How many people? Okay, calm down. Calm down.
Where are you going, though, before they kidnap you?
It is hard to show emotion.
Like, maybe it's because you never give
Yeah, maybe it's because you never give me.
anything to be emotional about.
Alright.
That's for your budget. How's your next?
Oh dear, that.